Hey everyone, so I know that I'm supposed to be doing a guide for Itto and Ayato for Genus Invocation TCG, but Honkai Star Rail just got released and I'm having a ton of fun, especially with the Simulated World feature, which is basically a roguelike dungeon crawling kind of game mode, which is really fun. And lots of people have been, freaking out on the official Discord saying, hey, why is Simulated World 2 so difficult? I just managed to beat it yesterday and I thought it would be worthwhile doing a quick guide and also maybe a walkthrough as well, as I try to use the same team that I used yesterday and just show you, what are some of the things you want to consider when you're picking up blessings, when you're picking a path, and what you want to do in order to beat World 2. So yeah, let's get into it. So this was the team that I used to beat Simulator World 2. You will probably notice that in my active team I have Seeley there, but actually, um, in order to beat Simulator World 2, I had to make the difficult choice of not using all of my 5 stars, because that is what most people want to do, right? So I've basically chosen function over form, I guess. But I managed to beat Simulated World 2 with the team of Bailu, Much 7, Herta, and then Heng. And just to kind of share what the strategy was behind this, basically, if you've tried Simulated World 2 before, and if you've failed it before, you would know that you're more likely to fail it because the opponents, they just deal so much damage and they deal a lot of damage over time as well. For example, they apply bleed on you, and at the start of all of your turns, you will be taking some damage. So I've gone with a very tanky approach of having Bailu as a healer, healing my team as much as possible, and using Much 7 to, you know, apply shields to my team. On top of that, most of the opponents, most of the monsters, they are weak to ice as well. So having Much 7 is super important for this particular matchup from my perspective because you can set up your team's defenses while also baiting the opponents to attack you, and then when they do, Much 7 will launch a counter attack on them, and therefore chipping the shield down over time so that they can finally break and freeze and you can get a ton of damage in. Another character that I really like in here is Herta. I don't know why most people are saying that she's C tier because I genuinely think that she is a good character. So if you don't know Herta, basically what she does is that when one of your opponent, or rather one of your characters bring the monster down to 50% health, Herta will come in with a follow-up attack, which deals ice damage. And so here you might see the theme that I'm going for, right? I'm using Herta, I'm using Much 7 to attack not on my turn. I'm using them to attack on my other character's turn, on the enemy's turn, so that I can chip as much ice shield as possible, right? And then finally, I have my damage dealer Denhang. I really like him in this particular simulated world because there are a few monsters that are weak to wind. On the other hand, there were not many monsters, or rather no monsters that were weak to quantum that Seeley is in. So unfortunately, I have to use Denhang rather than Seeley. So this is my team, and just to let you know, I didn't actually, let me just see actually, I didn't actually bump up all of their equipment. Basically what I have done is that, oh wait, not here. Where is the character screen? So I brought the light cones up to level 20 for all of them, right? And then I also, so for the traces, they're all at level 2 or level 3, right? But when I beat the dungeon yesterday, or rather when I beat World 2 yesterday, I only leveled up a couple of them, so you can probably get away, if you don't have the enough resources, you can probably get away with leveling up your ultimates and your talent, or whatever that's most appropriate for your characters. But all of them, they are only at level 2s or 3 for their traces. As for their relics, you can probably see that I didn't even bother leveling them up, because resources are hard to come by in this particular game, but especially at this stage. So for Bailu, I have the Wandering Cloud artifact so that I can increase healing. For Much 7, I gave her the Knight of Purity Palace. I think this is a free set that you get at some point of the missions. But basically this increases her defense, and then you can also you can increase the amount of damage that the shield can absorb as well, which works very well with March 7 skill. For Herta, I gave her Teeth of Shooting Meteor just to increase the break effect. And then for Denhang, I used him as a DPS, and therefore I gave him Musketeer of the Wild Wind to increase his attack. So that is basically it for the Traces, Relics, and Light Cones. And let's get into the Simulated World. So as you can see here for Simulated World 2, I am choosing Bailu, March 7, Herta, and Denhang. The thing is, from my strategy, it is good to have, it's very good to have Bailu. She is a very good 5-star character, but you know, if you don't have Bailu, I think Natasha is probably a viable replacement for her as well. So if you're free to play and you know you only have a team of 4 stars, Natasha, Herta, Denhang, and March 7, all of these are characters that you have access to, even if you don't make any pools. Just you can get access to these 4 characters just by progressing the game, right? So I think this would work for you. So anyway, I've selected my characters. I'm going to launch the simulated universe, and then they will ask you to select the path that you want to travel on. If you're new to Simulated World 2, you will not be able to see this screen because you need to fail Simulated 2 once before Herta activates this screen for you. So if you haven't seen this before, just play through Simulated World 2 and you'll see it eventually. Right. So which path do you want to go on? So when I first played my initial playthrough, the one that I managed to beat World 2 on, I went for the hunt. And the reason for that is because I wanted to increase my character speed, and also I thought that the Path Resonance was pretty neat. You can use this ability to deal AoE damage, wind damage to all enemies, based on the current attack of the character with the highest attack. But on hindsight, I think I want to experiment with Path Resonance Remembrance instead. Reason for this is because this is an AoE damage that is able to deal ice damage to all enemies, right? And if you recall, most of our characters, most of our monsters have ice weakness. So this might actually turn out to be a little bit better than the hunt. I don't know, let's find out in this playthrough. The other strategy that I had as well is that if I'm fighting in a boss fight, I never use the Path Resonance unless the bosses summon their minions. So in one of the medium bosses, the green horse guy, he summons a bunch of green fliers. So the only time I use Path Resonance is to get rid of his flyers. On the other hand, in the final boss, you have the big chunky machine guy that would summon 2 fist-shaped bombs. So that is also the moment whereby I use the Path Resonance as soon as possible, because the benefit of breaking those bombs is that you'll be able to deal damage to the bosses as well. So that is great. So that is my path choice and how I would use it during the run. So I'm gonna confirm path, and let's get into the gameplay. So what I like to do is that I would rather go for a Blessing of Rarity, just to get the ball rolling. So for this, I don't think I actually have a great option, but because I'm on the path of preservation, because I need to get at least 3 preservation cards in order to activate the Path Resonance, I am just going to pick the preservation one, because I generally don't think that these all 3 options are pretty bad, but you know, gotta work with what we have. So the aim of minions is to kill them off as soon as possible. And my second strategy is to further, I mean, obviously you want to kill them off as soon as possible, right? But the reason why I want to do that is because I don't want to take any damage if it's not against a boss, and I also want to take this opportunity against the minions to build up my energy levels so that I can out against the bosses. And the second strategy that I have is to bring the minions' HP down to 50% as soon as possible so that Herta can go in for the follow-up attack. But I really don't know why people don't like Herta. She's good. She deals so much damage over time, especially against mobs. So Remembrance, the Hunt. So I am going to take the second one, because with my current build, I intend to freeze my opponents quite a bit, especially the bosses, because in order to break my bosses' shields, I would need to use March 7 Herta, and therefore I will freeze them. So I think the second one is actually pretty good. Oops, didn't have an ice weakness, kind of fixed it, but it's okay. We'll get through it. It's opting to use the out here. Hey, I want to out. Do it here because this is only the second. I have a lot of time to keep building it up. So I don't think March 7, Herta and Bailu can kill off this character. So I'm just gonna use the shield on March 7, because March 7 has a high probability of being hit. So if you don't know, that is actually a hidden attribute for this character. Oh, I kill it. Okay, so the higher your taunt, the more likely it is for an opponent to hit you. So that is why I use the shield on March 7 first, because the opponent is likely to hit March 7, and therefore I can counter attack. So, Hunt, Remembrance. Okay, so I think I am actually... I'm thinking between the first and the third one. I'm not thinking about the second one because I don't think I can freeze an enemy that often inside the battle. And therefore, I don't think the regenerating 8 energy will be that helpful. Also because by the time you freeze a boss, you probably, got your ultimate up quite a few times. And therefore, I think the 8 energy is negligible. I actually quite like the last one, so I'm just going to go for it. Oh, hang on. What am I on? What path am I on? I am on Preservation, not Remembrance. Oh, I'm on Remembrance. Okay, so I'm on Remembrance. Okay. Right. So one more cutaway to activate Remembrance. See, Herta good. Herta is good. Herta is not bad. So Preservation, Remembrance, 6 defense for each stack. Resist, Frozen decreases. These are not great, I think. So I'm gonna go for Preservation. So I'll rather go for Occurrence rather than Combat, because Occurrence sometimes gives you multiple blessings, which I think is pretty good. So let's just roll the dice and see what happens. Ah, okay. I've seen this before. So obtain 1 Elation or obtain 1 Hunt. I'm gonna go for the Hunt just to increase my damage. When defeating an enemy, restore HP to 48%. Defeating an enemy. How often will I defeat an enemy if I'm against a boss? I think the last one is probably the better one. So this is really good if I'm against a mob, but this is really good if I'm against a boss because I can take additional attacks, so I'm going to take this one. Right, going into another occurrence. Huh, I've never seen this before. Obtain 200 cosmic fragments. Yeah, I'll take this one. More blessings equals to more better. Alright, I am going to do this because more passive shields equals more survivability. And we have now officially, you know, activated our path resonance, which is great. I'm actually gonna go for the hunt because I want more damage. Right, so first boss fight. Let's go for some enhancers first. Yep, let's go. The aim here is just to reach or break that as quickly as possible. Let me think. I won't go into another boss fight till a while later, I think. So I think it's safe for me to use the resonance. Out all of my resonance as soon as possible because if I recall, this boss is not difficult, but it's not easy to beat as well. So I'll have enough time to build up my outs and my resonance again. Should I break it? Yeah, I can break it. Yep, so you went straight for March 7th, which is good, so that I can attack again. So knowing your taunts is actually pretty important so that you know which character you want to shield first. You can go onto the wikis to look for taunt. You can't find it in the game because it's a hidden stat. I think my next highest taunt is probably Bailu. I'm gonna start healing for my next battle and do not be complacent. I think I can afford to use Herta here. I think it will be probably about 2 or 3 more rounds before I can defeat this guy. So yeah. You can see my Path Resonance has come back online, but I'm not going to use it, just in case I cannot get it up before my next Okay, so he doesn't actually attack. So that is good. That is good for us.
生死虚実一年の同点元気超無意企画
Actually, a little bit worried about his attack. Yeah, lost my target. Use one. I can beat him now. Yes, we can. That is not good because so my consideration is that I didn't want to kill him before Bailu used, but here we are. That's okay. I think we can go into the respite domain in the next zone, so I think we can heal some HP there. So I'm thinking between the preservation and the elation. Preservation is good because I have March 7 and I'm going to be, using shields quite often. But this assumes that the shield that is on has a lot of HP left, right? Whereas this is pretty good for Herta. But I am just gonna go for the shield one, because I think triggering shield attacks is a lot easier than triggering Herta in the boss fight. So when I see Herta here, I always go for the option to enhance 2 random blessings. Yeah, that's pretty good, I like that. And yeah, this is fine as well. Cool. Alright, back to combat. Alright. Because the rest are frozen. Oh, they're all frozen. So the reason why I went for the middle one first rather than the ones on the side is because these are frozen, so when they unfreeze, they don't attack straight away. But now that this has less than 50% health, I want to get this to less than 50 so that Herta can attack again. And same goes with this. So just by Herta messing about, this is going to die when it unfreezes, and the other two are supposed to die as well. So yeah, don't sleep on Herta, guys. Herta is good, please. She's not sepia, she's good. After a character uses blah blah blah. I like this. I like this. I like to apply Ice Weakness. So this allows all of my characters to apply Ice Weakness, which is pretty sick. Yeah, I'm gonna try to freeze you with much. Okay, so go for the non-frozen one first. I think this is going to be a little bit difficult because it's pretty tanky. So I'm going to set the shields up. Try to bring them down to 50%. Oh, do you see the big damage real quick? Oh, that's
今
good,
さら
man.
後悔しても遅い
Okay. Defeat an enemy. Remembrance. What? What am I again? I am playing... Am I playing Preservation? Or Remembrance? I can't remember now. I think I'm playing Preservation. I don't know. I am Remembrance, so I will go for the Remembrance one because I already have a few of them. So this decreases resistance to frozen by 24%, which is pretty good. Another one with no weakness.
Okay. 騒ぎを起こしたくはない
くるくるっとうちの出番
生死虚実一年のマナリ同点元気超無域角はっ
動かないでね今祝福してあげるから何見てるの痛くしてあげる
Alright, that's good.
逃がさないくるりんとおや弱っておるようじゃよしよし血を分けよう
Preparing for the next battle.
安心しろ
They seem to be attacking right now, so I'm gonna use punch.
殴ったねくるくるっとたまには真面目に行こっかうちのとっておきを食らえ
Yep, that was the waste of the outs, but it's okay. We play and we learn. Increase follow-up damage by 6. Increase damage taken by frozen enemies by 16. Increase quick attack. I like this one. I like this one. So typically I'll go for the frozen enemies one, but I like this because I am probably going to... It's gonna be difficult for me to freeze the bosses too often, and it's easier for me to use March 7 to get some nice chews in, so I like the quick one. I'm in
う
trouble.
ちに出くわすなんてついてないねうちがいるんだから負けないよ私が誰だか知ってるのこんな大きなダイヤモンド見たことないでしょあげるねくるりんと
Alright, it's frozen. That's good, that's good.
壊れないよ逃がさない 殴ったね
Yeah, that's why I went for the quick one.
私をいじめるなルーシー重傷じゃぞそれくるりんと
今さら後悔しても遅い
So I went for this just so that I can go down to 10% and just I can take out the sphere. Ah, energy regeneration, never seen that before. I am gonna go.
ほらうちの出番いや私に出会った子痛くしてあげるわしが直してよいしょ
So I went for attack on this one rather than this guy that's down right now. Is because I was gonna use Bailu to break it. So I had to take care of the frozen one first. So that was okay. Hit rate increases by 60%. End of turn, 80% fixed chance to get a shield. Yeah. Let's go for the shield. Let's go for the shield. More life is more better. Alright, so this is the second boss. This is the annoying one. So I am going to use my buffs. So with this guy, I'm gonna want to use the puff so that I can freeze him. Yes, I can use it. This guy is freaking annoying. And build all the outs because this guy takes a lot of food, and therefore I think I can probably get all of the outs back online before the next attack. Or rather, I'll probably get it back online. So you can see that the boss is dealing damage to me over time, right? And that is why shields are so important, because instead of your characters taking damage, the damage actually goes to the shield. Yep, and just like that, no damage taken, and I attack them instead. So with this, okay, locked onto Bailu, Much, and Herta, who all have shields, so that's good. Don't mind that. I'll use the burst immediately because I want to have a chance to freeze the boss so that the boss doesn't use the second attack, but unfortunately we still do the second attack. So this is when you would need the resonance. So the first time I fought this boss, I actually got wiped out really quickly. But yeah, the power of knowledge and ability to figure out what you're trying to do in this world is very important. This is a problem. I need to... Who do I want to protect? Herta? Or then I'm gonna protect I think that. So the neat thing about Bailu is that if one of the characters dies, at least once per battle, Bailu will be able to revive that character. So I don't really mind losing one character right now because he will get revived. But the reason why I prioritize Denham over Herta is because right now I can still apply ice damage through the use of March 7. So I don't mind losing one ice damage.
争いに意味はない。生死虚実、一年のマナリ、同点元気、超無意企画。逃がさない。たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきを食らえ。
I don't actually know if this kills the guys on the side. It doesn't, so I'm going to use the path right now. Wow, locked onto everyone. Oh, no. Huh. Oh, ran out of skills. Skill points. Okay, so I don't think I can break him before I go down to his arrows, so I'm gonna use Bailu's Q. Bailu's Q is pretty good as well because basically she heals everyone, and on top of that, the next time I get attacked, I also get a bit of health back. So it's kind of like a shield in a sense. So that's why I play it before all of my characters get hits. So I think I'm just gonna go on the aggro. And I'm not healing up because after this boss fight I think I go for the rest of it. I can heal a few some of my HP. Preservation. Go for the additional quick attack is good. Alright. And then time to upgrade some stuff as well. Go for the random. Okay. Plus 20% of the total shield effect of the character's allies. Oh, with the allies. Wow. Good. Alright, let's get back to it. Going a bit aggressive here, just going straight towards the other one, so that I can use that to do then and Herta can do her thing. I think I'm gonna go for the fight.
おや弱っておるようじゃそれたまには真面目に行こっか
I'm gonna go for
うちのと
much
っておきを食ら
so that she can potentially freeze them again. Yeah.
えくるりん 殴ったね
どけ騒ぎを起こしたくはない
This because it's more likely to attack.
うちに出くわすなんてついてないねいやほら私に出会ったことを感謝してねえいわしもうんもん
Right. Didn't take any damage. That is pretty good. I'm gonna go for this one. Just want to go for the brick transaction. What is transaction? Okay. Don't think I've seen this before. I will lose 20%? Yep, let's go for the all freeze. So I lose some health, but that is fine because I'm gonna... Um, 160... I'm gonna enhance this one. And then go into the boss fight. Alright, I'm just gonna use all of the different techniques that I have.
パーツアップグレード
これで万全だ
これ
Go! Okay, so with this, I don't mind going for the Herta just to start to break some queues.
あげるね
So between these two guys, I actually want to prioritize killing off the guy on the right. Because the fat guy summons bombs, and bombs are good for us because they are easy for us to kill. And after you kill the bomb, it deals damage to them as well. So I want to kill off the guy on the right first. So that I get as many bombs as possible over time. So now that Mud is targeted, that is great because I can safely use the shield on her. I think both of them. Yeah,
たまには真面目に行こっかうちのとっておきを食らえ
right, yeah,
何見て
frozen
る
now.
の痛くしてあげる
Nope, don't need to do that. Yep.
逃がさない
Yep, there it is. So this is where we go into the hunt. Ah, they're not dead. They used to die when I was using the, what's it called? When I was using the other resonance. The hunt resonance. But that is okay because then Heng can use it.
動かないでね
Heal up
今
my
祝福してあげるから
Shoot up then Heng as well.
うちがいるんだから負けないよ
So that's exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to explode, take out shields, take out HP. So this is the annoying part, right? When all of them are taunted, and I cannot attack the guy on the right, even though he's broken down. Well, I can't attack him unless, you know, that happens. But okay, I'm gonna go for the pet guy now, because I'm forced to go for the pet guy. Right, frozen now, it's great. Shield up for more.
私に出会ったことを何見てるの
Right, broken now.
おい弱っておるようじゃ
heal up.
これ体に良いぞ察しがいいのね
争いに意味はついた。
うちの出番
Shield up for
うち
Herta.
がいるんだから負けないよ
So this is annoying because they are back and I don't want to kill them actually. I don't want to use my path resonance on them because they're all down now. Actually, can I kill you? Alright, great. So there is a phase 2 here. Don't forget, there is a phase 2. I didn't know there was a phase 2 when I first played this and I almost shat myself. Because I basically used all my outs thinking that they're gonna die now, but in the end they didn't die. So yeah, that was sad. Okay, so this is the right time to
私が誰だか知ってるこんな大きなダイヤモンド見たことないでしょあげるね
Take out the bombs so that you can take out the shields. Yeah. So it locked onto everyone except for March. And March has the shield on. That is annoying, but okay.
生死虚実一年のマナリ同点権限超無一角はっ
動かないでね今祝福してあげるから
Alright, the guy is down. Okay, so that guy left. And with this, I'm gonna go for it. So that I can freeze this guy as soon as possible.
たまには真面目に行こっかうちのとっておきをくらえ
Alright, frozen. Do some healing because I don't want to be complacent.
Kuru
どけ騒ぎを起こしたくはない今だ
うちに出くわすなんてついてないね うちがいるんだから負けないよ。逃がさない。
今さら後悔しても遅い。う
ちの出番。動かないでね。今祝福してあげるから。うちに出くわすなんて嫌。私に出会ったことを
There's an argument to be made here that I can actually go full aggro now. And just
私
go
が誰だ
for
か知っ
the
てる。こんな大
half
きなダイヤ
presidents,
モンド
but
見た
I
こ
don't
と
know.
ないでしょ。
I don't know.
あげるね。
Maybe I'll wait for him to unfreeze before I go for the half presidents. Frozen? Correct, let's go. So that I can freeze him again.
よいしょ。
Right, so that is it for World 2. So that is how you can, you know, complete this world through the use of this team. I really think that Natasha is a viable replacement for Bailu if you don't already have Bailu, but if you do, congratulations, I really like her because she is very good. So yeah, that is basically it for this run. Hope to see you again in the next one. I really liked playing the simulated world in Honkai Star Rail. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, if you want to see more of this, let me know as well.